basically about GPAT, as we know that National Testing Agency used to conduct GPAT exam. Previously, AICTE used to conduct. So we have pattern like 125 multiple question. Each question carries 4 marks, and there is a negative wrong attempt. If you are taking wrong response or incorrect answer, we used to get negative marking, and only for correct response we used to get 4 marks. For negative response for minus 1 mark, as we know that. So this is the year-wise cutoff in 2020 and the year-wise cutoff for 2019. 2090 we have a cutoff like 141. So up to the 2009, as per the statistics, we used to fix a GPAT qualification range like 120 to 150. But central government has recently established that EWC and EWS, economical backward section or economical weak section or weak caste, they introduced this caste, those who are economical not well. So with this introducing this new category, the cutoff goes to the high. And even not only that reason, there are several reasons like competition and the number of the number of students used to attempt in the particular year also increasing day by day, and students are doing a lot of hard work and they are spending a lot of time. Nowadays people decided the path like they have to qualify GPAT. Definitely they used to get the GPAT. That is the path, that is a passion they have created. Already they have created, because it's time we don't have like already only 5 months we have. This is already, we are going to finish June. Only July, August, September will take for the continue the syllabus and taking the lectures, continuing the coaching, BITS practice. Only we have preparation in the only November and December. We have very quick time, very short time. So please decide that path, and we don't have much time. That's why I'm emphasizing that time factor here. Time is a very important factor in our life, each and every stage. So these are the number of qualified student. The number of each year, like around 50,000 students used to write. Out of that, only few number of students used to get GPAT qualification. After qualifying GPAT, again there is a NIPER JEE exam. With that exam also there is a category-wise ranking and counseling and seat allotments to the various specialization. So first we will discuss about GPAT. After that we will go to the NIPER detail. So with that, I'm not much wasting about these cutoffs and categories, because there is a much differentiation between each category. Only like 5 to 6 bits. Those who have, just utilize this opportunity or utilize this benefit. Those who does not have also, don't think about much about it, because there is not much variation in the differentiation between to each category. So don't think about it. Those who does not have, those who have, just please utilize it. So the general category student, fix your GPAT qualification range like 132 to like around 170, 175, 180 is a good cutoff range we are expecting this year. But again, depends on how the paper will be there in the 2020, how the students are putting the efforts to go. If the first rank used to get good rank, or if he is a guy or she is a guy used to get good marks, based on that score, every cutoff, every qualified number of students used to fix by the particular board. So we are not much about how it will be. So but please be fixed range like 120 to 180. That is the maximum range, in between only, but not more than that. Let's see in 2020-21 how it will be. But last year it is a 163. So with that, that is about GPAT. I think you people are knowing about it, but I'm not much wasting about it. So after GPAT, how to prepare a GPAT and NIPER. NIPER we will think about later. First, discuss about the GPAT. Coming to the GPAT, as we discussed that GPAT is a very mandatory requirement or mandatory factor every pharmacy graduation. Think like take a decision like, or think about like we are going to start one project. Project name is the GPAT, and create your aim like I want to qualify GPAT in 2021. I want to achieve GPAT qualification. Like you can create your own aim. So with that aim, to solve or to get to crack your aim, you need to fix your objectives or requirements. Objectives here thing is that good coaching center. Why good coaching center? They used to provide good lectures by the expertise in the respective subjects, because Coaching center used to provide the person who knows about the GPAT, who qualified, who got good rank in GPAT, and well settled. They used to come here. They used to give lectures, not like normal one. So that purpose, I am telling you, or I am giving suggestion to you people: take good coaching. And you can ask the question like, why sir, why coaching? We have academics, we are graduating, we are doing graduation in the pharmacy, and we know everything. Why sir coaching center? You can ask that question again. What I'm trying to say here is that academics and the institutes, coaching institutes are different. Academics are academics, as I know it is a good to take, but thing is that if you see the curriculum, or if you see the timetable or schedule in the academics or your colleges, we used to spend on time like laboratories or experiments, doing experiments, writing records. There are the several things which we used to do our graduation. But if you ask to me about any timetable, like timetable to the any institute, their aim or their schedule only to crack or to achieve GPAT to the particular student or the particular batch. That is their aim. They don't have writing records. They don't have doing experiments. Are not much thinking about the laboratories, because whatever experiments what we are doing in the B Pharmacy, just kind of basics to understand how to operate the normal things. So that purpose only, that knowledge only we used to get from the laboratories. So what I'm saying to you people, taking good coaching, there is a lot of benefits. I am not much explaining the differentiation because you people know about it already. You are doing your graduation, you are you know about your college, you know about your environment. So by taking this, the thing what I can say that you will get good basics and fundamentals given by the particular lecture to the each topic. With that basics and fundamentals, you will get the good concepts. With those concepts, it is easy to crack the competitive exams, because every year semester exams is there. I know that writing semester exam is a very simplest way, because let's take write a short note on Parkinsonism disease and about the classification of the drug, or the drugs acting on the Parkinson disease. For that, with that question, we can write more than 10 papers. I know that we used to write the stories and we used to write very other things. But here they used to ask the direct way to the point. They will ask like which type of neurotransmitter involving the creating or occurring the Parkinsonism disease. Here you should know the pathophysiology, you should know the neurotransmitter. Then only you can write this answer. Even if you don't, even if you don't write particular points to the particular in the theory exam, does not matter. They will give out of 5 at least 3 to 2 marks. You will pass the exam. You will get the graduation. But GPAT is not like that. That's why good concepts and basics and fundamentals is a very important during GPAT preparation, or to crack the GPAT or to achieve GPAT. So again, everyone used to take coaching, everyone used to get the concepts, but doing a proper plan and designing your things, how to read, how to spend time on each topic, that is again important factor. So we know that how to do that, and we are ready to help. I'm giving that assurance that how to plan, how to design a topic wise with practice, how to start which topic initially, and what is the order of priority. We'll discuss.